Well, I guess once wasn't enough, so we're doing it again. This is the second time I'm making this video because the first time my audio said, I'm out. So, anyway, been a little busy lately. Got tons of stuff going on. I want to talk real quick for a second about what you're looking at to start off. This is tac.gov website, and what TAC is I'm going to say it's a software program. It's actually a series of programs. They've got servers, and then they've got an iOS app, they've got an Android app, Windows app, Linux, and even virtual reality, as a matter of fact. And basically what it allows you to do, and I am wholly simplifying it when I say it allows you to map the battlefield. You can do tons of stuff with it. Not only will it let you keep track of where your members are, your team members, you can keep track of where they are, but you can communicate with them. You can do all kinds of insane stuff with this software. Now, our group has something similar-ish, okay? We've got some programmers that are part of our team, and we have had a program for quite a while that they wrote, and it does everything from tracking the team members, GPS tracking. It does have a way to communicate. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because if I go into much detail, then I got to start talking about methods of transmission and stuff like that, and I'm not going to do that. So let's get back to TAC here. So we're checking this out because of it's got a lot more functionality than what we have. And we decide to go forward with this, well then, it'll be really as simple as that. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a whole lot of work. Otherwise, again, we do have some programmers on the team, so, sometimes things get reverse engineered, and I'm just saying, sometimes that happens. So anyway, in order to mess with this, I had to create a TAC server. I had to have a server. And at first I tried doing it with Windows, and it was giving me a big hassle. So ChatGPT talked me into installing Ubuntu, and I installed it on an old piece of junk laptop that we've got. I mean, the thing is like, it doesn't even have a keyboard, right? It's survived 3 world wars and COVID, and so it's still alive. Barely, it rasps a little bit when it breathes, but it'll be okay. So I threw Ubuntu on it, and then ChatGPT told me about a wonderful little thing here called Webmin that allows me to control Ubuntu from my Windows PC, because, yeah. And so this gives me all the functionality I need to operate the server that's back in the bedroom. So while I was setting up a TAC server and getting that going, I thought, you know what? The only reason why the WatchmanNews.com doesn't have a website is because I don't have a web host. Since I'm already running an Ubuntu server, why not run a web host? So I am now, once again, hosting the WatchmanNews.com. I didn't have it on the homepage. Oh, I wonder if I already got ads. I am signed up for Google AdSense, so I just got the little thing up there. Yeah, you can see it saying that ads got blocked. Hang on. Let me turn that off. And I'm trying to get signed back up with AdSense. So, okay. I assume they're not serving ads, but that was nice to see that pop up. That tells me that they're doing something. So anyway, this is the homepage of the website, and there is going to be a lot of stuff added. You guys aren't going to believe all the stuff that's going to be on this website, and it's going to get amazing, and it's going to happen quick. This website, by the way, it's just today. Everything that you see on this website, I just did today. So, we're moving along, you could say. So homepage, there'll be more stuff added to it and stuff will be changed up a little bit. I'm not sure why we've got the big gap here now. My page isn't normally this big. I've got it, maximized on a 4K TV screen so I can give you guys a 4K view. But anywho, yeah, that's the home page. Signals. That's basically talking about all the little cues that we have to keep an eye on, all the little things we need to keep an eye on. So eventually, when you come to the signals page, what that's going to do is it's going to be several of these panels here. They're probably going to be wider. They're not going to. The panels are probably going to look much more like. Oh, maybe that was the one. It just looks different because it looks different because it's blown up so big. So that was the one. Sorry. So what you're going to find here on this signals page is it's basically going to be a lot of resources, and it's going to be resources, and it's going to like go straight to the heart of the resource, and it's going to be all the different areas like pull shift. That's an area to where you're going to have a panel to where you're going to have tons of resources right there, plus information that you're going to see just by glancing for pull shift. And then that's just one thing. And then we got issues going on with privacy right now between Palantir and Flock and all of that stuff. So there'll be another panel for that, for our privacy concerns, okay? So that's what signals are. Signals are what is it that we are seeing, what is it that we need to be paying attention to, okay? And then there's going to be preparedness, which do I really need to explain that? That's going to be several different subjects in panels, different types of preparedness, whether it be water preparedness, whether it be fire preparedness, shelter preparedness, or food preparedness, whatever. This is going to be the preparedness page. And then the faith page. And, well, do I really have to explain to you what the faith page is going to be about? I hope not. Log in. So you can register and log into the site. There will be in the very near future things on this website that are only available to members. It will never cost you a dime to join. It's not about that. It's just that there is some information that I have to share with everyone that I do not want on what they call a public-facing page. In other words, just out there in the general public without having to sign in to something to see it. Because what that does is it prevents the Google web crawlers, for example, that crawl websites and search for everything about your site. It comes up with different things your site's about, so it knows how to direct searches to you if it applies. You know what I'm saying? That's what crawlers do. And so there are things that I don't want just to be able to be crawled publicly. Okay? So there will be a registration, and you don't have to have an account. You won't be able to see that stuff, but whatever. Not a big deal either way. Of course, and then you got the registration page to actually do the registration, and we are protected by Cloudflare, not only with CAPTCHA, but the website as a whole. We are pretty secure. So the good thing is the server's right here. It's in the bedroom. Okay? So I can make that puppy Fort Knox. And actually I have. So, and then I don't have anything for the About Us and the Contact Us yet. In fact, that just does nothing but loads the same page that you're currently on. So, and then the donate link, if anybody feels so inclined. Same PayPal donate link. Still says Transforming Disabilities. That's us. It also says the Watchman News donation, so you know. Anyway, it's never expected. It's always heavily appreciated, and it always goes to good use. Lord knows we could use some good use right now. It's been a little tight here as of real recent. Anyway, I wanted to update you guys. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about TAC. It's something you definitely want to look into. TAC.gov. You see it right there. Tango Alpha Kilo. I can't speak today. Tango Alpha Kilo.gov. So just tac.gov. You can find tons of information there on it. I don't know a lot about it yet myself. That's the whole point of this is so that I can learn it. And yeah, so keep an eye on the website. Lots of goodness coming. Lots of goodness. You might want to think about TAC for your team. And don't be afraid of Ubuntu. It just sounds funny. Okay, I hope you all have a blessed weekend. Shabbat's closing up for me. Oh, I'm not supposed to be working on Shabbat. Don't tell nobody, yo. Like I've said, if being an absolute failure on Shabbat is the worst thing that I do against the Father, I would say I'm in pretty good shape. That is now, because my past, I've done a whole lot of stuff that made him not so happy, but the last 12 years I've actually tried. So, there's that. And I've done a good job. Not just tried, I will say I've succeeded. Glory to the Father. Because Lord knows if I was driving the car, we'd have been back in a ditch a long damn time ago. I give the Father lots of credit for keeping me between the guardrails. Anyway, hope you all have a blessed day. Hope you had a wonderful Shabbat. I'll see you soon. Shalom.